What's up, guys? So, after watching Spider-Man Far From Home on Tuesday, it got me thinking, who should they cast in the next Spider-Man movies? Now, if you haven't watched Spider-Man Far From Home, go watch it now, because I'm about to spoil some stuff. You have been warned. Also, the movie's amazing, so I don't know what you're waiting for. Alright, so with how the ending of Far From Home left off, it makes it seem like we're actually going to be getting more than 3 Spider-Man movies this time around. So let's see who I think should play the villains and other side characters. Now, before watching the last movie, I was going to cast some actors for J. Jonah Jameson, but now that J.K. Simmons has come back to reprise his role in amazing fashion, I no longer have to cast him. So, here are my 11 characters that I want to see in the new Spider-Man movies.
Number 1, Rhino.
Let's start out with a quick one that I think was done wrong in the last Amazing Spider-Man, the Rhino. I think Nathan Jones would play an awesome Rhino. We don't need the Rhino to have a lot of speaking lines, and also, we need a big villain that can just smash and is a criminal. Plus, give me more of a human hybrid version of the Rhino this time. I don't want some lame mech suit. I think that takes away from his character, and I think Nathan Jones in a really cool looking CGI hybrid looking characterized version of the Rhino would be really awesome.
Number 2, Sandman.
Now, we saw him in Spider-Man 3, and he was probably the best thing in that movie. So, since I can't just recast Thomas Church, my next bet is going with Dominic Purcell. He's tough and just has that badass look to him that I think he would play a great Sandman. Now, he might not get chosen since he is the Heatwave in DC's The Legend of Tomorrow, but they let him work in both companies. I would love to see him. If not him, then let's give Roy McCann a try. I think he could do a pretty good job.
Number 3, Electro.
Another character that was done in a past movie, but I think they should come back to, is Electro. I would love to see him done right, and I think either of these two actors could do him justice. First I have is Ben Foster. He's a very good at playing dark and disturbed characters, and I think he'd really bring life to this character. My other pick is Aaron Paul. I think he really has the look and the chops to play Electro.
Number 4, the Lizard.
Another character that has been done before is the Lizard, aka Dr. Kurt Connors. Now, he has actually been played by 2 actors already, but if they want to bring him back, I have 2 actors that I think could fit the bill. First is Simon Baker. His role in The Mentalist is what made me really want him in this role, and I think he's just a solid actor. My second choice is Patrick Wilson. I think he looks a lot like the character, as well as his acting would bring a really good take on the character, and hopefully this time around make him look a lot more like an actual scary lizard instead of some weird looking human hybrid.
Number 5, Doc Ock.
Now, probably the best villain in any Spider-Man movie done so far was Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2, played by Alfred Molina, which, let's be real, it's kind of hard to top. But I choose 2 actors who I think could possibly pull it off. First is the more slimmer Doc Ock. I'm going to go with David Morrissey. Sorry if I butchered your name. You may know him from the Governor from The Walking Dead. I think he would be very good at playing a fake good guy and then turning very sinister. I think he could bring a lot to the character. My second choice, and what looks more like Doc Ock, is Oliver Platt. Not only does he look a lot like Dr. Octopus, but I think he could blow the performance out of the water.
Number 6, Venom.
Yes, that's right. I think they should recast Venom. Now, I like Tom Hardy, don't get me wrong, but judging on how things are ending in the last movie and the 2 movie companies, I don't think they're going to merge these characters over into the MCU. So with that being said, we need a new Venom since he is one of Spider-Man's most famous villains. I have 2 choices, still sticking to the original roots of Eddie. I'm going with Alexander Ludwig, who is from the show Vikings, and I think he could bring that roughness that Eddie is as a character. My second choice is Alan Ritchson, who I think looks a lot like Eddie Brock, and I think would be a really good role for him. I would love to see him taking on Venom, and I really think he could embody this character. But hey, if all else fails, just bring back Tom Hardy.
Number 7, Carnage.
Speaking of symbiotes, this is who I think would pull off an amazing Carnage. Now, yes, we see Woody Harrelson at the end of Venom as him, but I still don't think we're gonna get a second movie. I have 3 choices for him. First up is my boy, Rupert Grint. Now, we haven't seen many dark or crazy roles from him, but I really believe he could do a good performance as Cletus Cassidy. My second choice is Domhnall Gleeson. I think he is a great actor, and from the previous roles I've seen him in, he definitely can play this kind of character. My last pick and my number one choice is Caleb Landry Jones. From all the movies I've seen him in, I think he would bring such a crazy performance and presence to Carnage. I really think he would just bring the crazy, and that's what we need for Carnage.
Number 8, Norman Osborn.
I would love to see Norman come back in the movies. I think bringing him into the MCU can just set up a lot of things. The two actors I picked, I think could really bring it. My first choice is Bryan Cranston. Not only is he a great actor, but he just has that voice that will bring you chills. He would make such a great Norman. My second choice is Michael C. Hall. Not only does he definitely pull off the look, but he brings it in the acting and would do such an amazing performance. I think both actors would make such a great Green Goblin, and it would be awesome to see Spider-Man go up against him once again.
Number 9, Harry Osborn.
Now, we can't have Norman without Harry. Since he hasn't been established yet, we can't make him and Peter good friends like they are in the comics. But I do think we can make him the new kid who could be friends with Peter. I have 3 actors that I think could work. First up I pick is Josh Hutcherson. I think he would complement Peter's character and portray Harry really well. Plus, I like him as an actor. Second pick is Ansel Elgort. I loved him in Baby Driver, and I think he would do such a good job as Harry. My last choice is Harrison Osterfield. Now, he hasn't been in much, and you're probably like, who's this guy? The reason I'm going with Harrison is he's actually Tom Holland's friend in real life. And I think not only does he look like Harry, but since they already have good chemistry as friends, I think it would really translate on film.
Number 10, Black Cat.
Now, I didn't say that it would be all villains. Black Cat has yet to have a live-action version, even though she did get mentioned in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I have 3 actresses I would love to see. First up is Nicola Peltz. I saw her in Transformers, and she actually did a good job, and she could totally pull off the look. Second pick is Halston Sage. I've seen quite a bit of her movies, and I really like her acting. She also really has a look for Black Cat, and I think she would do an amazing job as her. My last pick is Chloe Grace Moretz. I loved her as Hit Girl, and I think she would really bring that badass vibe to the character.
Number 11, Kraven the Hunter.
My last pick is Kraven the Hunter. Another character that has never been seen in live action. I think he would be great, and especially now that everyone knows who Peter is, we can have Kraven hunt the spider. Again, I have 3 picks. First up is my boy, Luke Evans. I think he really has the look to him, and I really like his acting, and I think he can bring Kraven to life. My next pick is Pedro Pascal. I really liked him in Game of Thrones and the Kingsman movie, and I think he has the look to really pull it off. Okay, for my last pick, I think the best pick is Robert Mallet. Now, you're probably seen him before, but don't really know who he is. He's been in 300, Sherlock Holmes, Pacific Rim, and many more. He normally just plays the big dude that doesn't talk much and just smashes things, but this dude has a great sounding voice, and he's very imposing. He also looks a lot like Kraven, and I think he would do such a good job as him. Alright guys, well that's my fan cast for the future Spider-Man movies. I would love to see these characters so we can start building the Sinister Six and have a lot of amazing Spider-Man movies to come. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching.